All right, CRL is officially 2 days away, and in today's video, I will be doing a pretty comprehensive breakdown on how the CRL format is working this fall, because it is a lot more complicated than just the 4 double elim bracket qualifiers into single elim top 8 championship of the past year. And first, I'm going to actually shamelessly plug an article that I wrote for College Esports News, and it breaks down essentially what I've been doing on this channel and in my podcast with TJ for the last couple months. But I wanted to show it off because it's pretty sick. I have a journalism background. I worked for a TV station at Auburn University for a couple of years, and so it was cool to kind of go back to my roots. But go check it out, collegeesportsnews.org. You can't see the hyperlink in the video. Take my word for it. But this is the breakdown. Talk about the CRL format, then I go through pretty much every single top 30 roster that I think has a chance at league play and sign notable players this semester. So definitely check it out. I think it's a pretty good read. I'm pretty biased though, so decide for yourself. Be a free thinker. But that's on collegeesportsnews.org, and then I'm going to this page to break down exactly what CRL looks like and also give my thoughts on the format, because I've got some strong opinions about it as well. I think I've been in the scene long enough to have opinions on CRL's format. But here's how it works. Basically, try and follow along with the words on the screen. I don't have the flashy Rocket League demo going on in the background this time around, so let's we'll read along together. But gist of it is, open qualifier this Sunday, 2 days from now, 253 teams, you can see it in the top left, fighting for 8 spots. So that'll be 245 losers that don't make it to League Play Split 1. League Play Split 1 is 8 teams playing a round robin. That's essentially it, is all it is. Don't let League Play complicate it for you. It's just a round robin spread out across 4 weeks of play. So, big double elim bracket, 8-team round robin. The top 4 will move on into League Play Split 2, which is another 8-team round robin, and the bottom 4 will play in a closed qualifier, which is just a double elimination bracket, again, sensing a theme here. And the closed qualifier is those bottom 4 League Play Split 1 teams, and then 8 other teams that didn't make it into League Play, but competed in these open 3v3 tournaments and racked up enough points to be in the top 8. And so these open 3v3 tournaments happen on Wednesdays during League Play Split 1, and it's 6 double elim brackets per open. So you take all the teams in open 3v3 tournament 1, for example, and you split them up into 6 groups, and they play through a double elim bracket, and the top 4 per bracket get points. And then you do that all over again for open 3v3 tournament 2, and you do it a third time to try and get a clean top 8. And if you don't get a clean top 8, if there are tiebreakers, then those teams will play best of 7s, same format as RLCS tiebreakers, to then get into the closed qualifier. Then closed qualifier happens, 12 teams, double elim. Top 4 from that get into League Play Split 2. So you could have the same 8 teams as League Play Split 1. You could have a completely new 4 teams to League Play. You don't know until the closed qualifier shakes out. But League Play Split 2 happens, same format as the first split, and the top 4 teams in that League Play and that League Play alone make it to the Fall Championship. 4 teams, double elimination, and that is who gets to fight over 20 grand to the top 4 teams in CRL. And that is the format. And I'll leave it up right here so you have all of the nice detailed bullet points regarding the format up on the screen for you, and also the prizing, because I know a lot of college students care about money for good reason. But yeah, that's the format essentially. And I think the positives are, A, league play is back, even though it's just an 8-team round robin, and B, there are a lot of opportunities for teams to stream themselves without kind of having results spread out across the top, 1 through 253. It's not just those big brackets as content points for Collegiate Rocket League. You can follow league play if you're a mainstream fan, and hopefully the main CRL broadcast will cover results outside of just that top 8 per league play split. But I don't know. I'm not on the main CRL broadcast for another semester. Hopefully it happens in the spring. We'll see. But where's it going next? My critiques. So league play is great. Needs more teams though. This is the most competitive semester of Collegiate Rocket League ever. And I don't think the top 8 is truly encompassing of teams that could win a championship. I honestly think the top 16 are probably in contention to, if they're playing their A game on the day, win a championship. Which, fair enough, you want competition spread out over the course of several weeks, but I think at least the top 16 should have a shot. And that's kind of how much we get, including the closed qualifier, which I don't know how much is going to be broadcasted, but I've seen community broadcasts can stream everything. So that leads me to believe that the main broadcast isn't covering a ton. And if that is the case, then that'll be another big critique of mine, because the main broadcast is the only stream in CRL that pulls maybe sometimes tens of thousands of viewers. And you have to find a way to leverage that to grow the scene. Otherwise, you're just going to be in this constant loop of you have these formats that don't invest the greater CRL scene. And then so less people watch, so you invest less, which causes less people to watch, so that you invest less, and it's a bad loop. And I'm hoping league play brings back some of that allure, but I wish we could show off, like, I don't know. For example, I think Wichita State versus Indiana Tech is a very interesting matchup that we probably won't get on the main broadcast. And actually, probably definitely won't get on the main broadcast, because those teams aren't going to make league play together, which could be wrong. Indiana Tech I actually kind of believe in, but that's a whole other video. I don't know why I'm going on that tangent here. But the fall championship only being 4 teams as well is kind of a critique of mine, with a third of the prize pool going to those top 4 teams. I think you can make a good argument for the money that is spread out through league play and to the winners of the open 3v3 tournaments. That's I think a good thing, but I don't know, man. I think I would rather watch maybe an underdog team that cracks into the top 8 in a playoff bracket that could make a Cinderella run than watch Concord and St. Clair play for the umpteenth time. And I actually don't know if they've played a ton, but that's my example. I don't know. I would much rather maybe see Baylor put it together in a bracket, or Indiana Tech or ETSU or Kennesaw State make like a bracket run in the championship to heighten the excitement. But that's small potatoes. And another thing that I don't like about this format is the dates chosen. And I'm sure they had their reasoning, but man, 2 of the 3 major lands of the fall Collegiate Rocket League semester are the Scenic City Invitational and the DreamHack Atlanta Collegiate Invitational. And these dates, the open qualifier is the Sunday of the Scenic City Invitational, Championship Sunday, and the closed qualifier is the Saturday of the DreamHack LAN, which I can understand not knowing the dates, but I don't know. DreamHack was run last year. You should be trying to reach out to these tournament organizers and not just steamrolling them with your dates, because honestly, Collegiate Rocket League has been propped up by the community for a long while now with leagues like the NECC and NACE and competitions like CECC, the Bluegrass Boost Battle, and kind of bringing teams together and giving them lands to fight for, giving them big prize pools to fight over. And when CRL just disappears for a semester, or is just 5 different brackets spread out across a semester, like, I don't know, CRL's not doing a ton for the scene outside of dumping cash into it. And there's just more you need to build a sustainable ecosystem, and I just think it's pretty tone deaf that they are scheduling over 2 major lands, because it affects both parties. It affects teams signing up for CRL. It affects teams competing at these lands and missing out on the experiences that they could get. So that was disappointing. And when there's not a ton of communication in general, even between people that work on CRL and the top brass, it just shows a pattern of not understanding your community and not communicating well with them. And those are the majority of my gripes with CRL. I think there's a couple of steps being made in the right direction, but we still don't have CRL lands. We have no talks of a world championship. We had, 4 weeks to get ready for the CRL season, not knowing anything about it, and then all of a sudden it's dropped on us start of September, and it's 3 weeks away, and on a Sunday as well. Like the majority of dates are on Sundays, which for college students, that means you don't get your weekends now. There are small things that I think could be improved, but overall, there's a good amount of money. It'll be an entertaining format, and I'm glad to have something to stream extra. The Wednesday Open 3v3 tournaments are going to be very exciting to watch, and I'll tune in for the league play matchups as the top teams going at it. Will be very exciting. I just wish we had more opportunities to get teams in the really 12 through 32 range on stream. That's the biggest thing for me. More stories deserve to be told, and I don't think this version of CRL is doing a good job telling those stories. And that's where I'll leave this breakdown video. Hopefully it was helpful, now knowing exactly how CRL works, because I've heard some players telling me that they don't actually know the format of CRL and how it's working at all. So definitely share this video around, and I hope you are as passionate about maybe critiquing the format as I am too. So definitely drop those in the comments, or DM me, or communicate however you like. Just hop in the discussion about Collegiate Rocket League as a tournament and as a whole ecosystem, because it's growing and we're making good steps in the right direction, but there is still a lot to go. So like, subscribe, join the discussion, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.